let's move on. There's more bad news for Albanese this time on The Voice. Michael Mansell, he's the chair of the Aboriginal Land Council of Tasmania. He told The Australian yesterday, we would hope the PM would abandon the referendum. He can say it's not going to get up. The opinion polls keep sliding. I don't want to polarise the Australian people on this issue. Well, I agree with Michael Mansell. It's the first time I've ever said that. Do you reckon the PM will listen?
No, he won't. He's determined to forge ahead with this. And, you know, he has some sort of state of delusion where he thinks it's going to get up. I mean, every week it's getting worse and it is going to create such division. So I think, and I believe Mr Dutler's also requested that, you know, they just put this off or delay it or come to some agreement. But no, Albanese is going to forge ahead. And I don't know how he's going to rig this one, but he's going to do everything he possibly can to get that yes vote up, Cory.
Either way, it's going to divide the nation. It'll just be worse if the yes vote gets up. Teena, there was more nonsense from the ABC this week. The official ABC Sport Twitter page posted a photo of John Howard and Australian soccer manager Ange Postecoglou with the caption, "One of the country's most inspiring and successful leaders and a former politician watching the cricket at Lord's." I mean, this is highly disrespectful. It's not funny. They would never treat anyone from Labor's luminaries with such disrespect, would they?
No, there's just no need for it. I mean, there are many different views on Mr Howard, but he does deserve respect. He's a former Prime Minister for a long time in this country, and that's just disgraceful to put something out like that. But of course, that's the ABC, Cory. That's what they do. They seem to think it's funny.
Yeah, over $1 billion in taxpayers' money and no accountability whatsoever. Hey, on a brighter note though, Teena, there was one of the great weeks for global conservatism in recent memory. The US Supreme Court has ruled affirmative action is unconstitutional. It found that you can't be compelled to serve someone if it goes against your personal beliefs, and also said that student debt can't be cancelled simply because the president wants young people to like him. Now, these are all important principles. They're hard to argue in this current environment, but I agree with them. Which one do you think is the most significant from your context?
I think probably the decision they made, regarding the universities, the Harvard, where they can no longer be affirmative race. You know, I think we've been waiting this for a lot of years, and originally they said it would be eased out in 2020. So it's time. No one should have entry to anything based solely on their race. So I think the Chief Justice Robert has made a very brave and wonderful decision here. But the left have gone nuts, as you can imagine. But what it's done, they're more or less saying, well, if you're black, you're really without help. You're not going to get to Harvard. I think it's degrading to the black community and those mixed race communities in America. And you see them rising up saying, well, we don't need that. We're just as smart as the rest of you guys. So this in particular was a wonderful decision. But Biden is getting hammered over over trying to wipe out the fees, and rightly so. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, yeah, it's been a wonderful week for Conservatives. But at the same time, as the US are pulling down these things, Albanese determined to entrench race-based decisions with The Voice. So it's ironic we're going the opposite direction that America is going, Cory, on this.